Dun, 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 dun. Surely the second coming is at hand.
Look, Daggers. Yep. This was again, as almost all your songs, different.
Yeah. Heavy, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Your feats, man.
It was the anticipation of the I don't
energy.
know. It's like once the song ends and fades out, there's a weird emptiness in the room. Like it's just like a bulldozer. It just, you know.
Because I spaced out. Like I was sitting there listening to it.
Yeah.
And at first I didn't think too much about it because the other ones, they kind of caught your attention.
Yeah.
You were forced to recognize it.
Yeah, yeah.
This was more like a slow kill.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it, without knowing it, you kind of spaced out.
Yeah.
And before you knew it, you're bobbing your head to the rhythm. And like in a slow-mo trance.
Correct. That's a good description.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really heavy. I like the mix.
It's gonna be amazing live. Oh.
Like a killer.
Yeah, that's what I sing. I sing, just however I feel.
A banger too. But in a different way.
Yeah.
Like
Slow bang.
Slow bang, bulldozer bang. Also for this one I was kind of playing around with the Marlborough's Love thematics and back to the John Doran trip again, the Jolly Lad trip that we did, the spoken word trip. John Doran mentioned this poem by one of, which I guess is the most well-known, poets. He's Irish. He has a poem called Second Coming.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's really good. He just mentioned that and I read it and I was like, yeah.
Could you read that?
Surely some revelation is at hand. Surely the second coming is at hand. The second coming. Hardly are those words out when a vast image out of Spiritus Mundi troubles my sight. Somewhere in sands of the desert, a shape with lion body and the head of a man. A gaze blank and pitiless as the sun is moving its slow thighs, while all about it real shadows of the indignant desert birds. The darkness drops again, but now I know that 20 centuries of stony sleep were vexed to nightmare by a rocking cradle, and what rough beast, its hour come round at last, slouches towards Bethlehem to be born. So,
Would go get a book? That's a
yeah.
really anticipated a little bit with that.
Yes, I do have it. Yes, so yes, I bought this one, and also in here is another poem where I took the line, "Love is like a lion's tooth. Did he die or did she die? Seemed to die or died they both? God be with the times when I cared not a thraneen for what chanced, so that I had the limbs to try such a dance as there was danced. Love is like the lion's tooth." So it's kind of like, look, daggers, and then in brackets, love is like a lion's tooth. Whatever that might mean.
Such a poet.
Kind of like a reference to the Marlborough love themes. Also, I've incorporated some biblical stuff here and some Crowley. I imagined a statue of him somewhere, like a old school statue, just in the middle of some city, and I imagined it being tagged on first off, and then I imagined like pigeons shitting on it, all of the typical things.
Yeah.
And how that would kind of, I just imagined this scenery while I wrote this song. I don't know why.
Does the statue come alive or something? Sounds like a follow-up to a horror movie.
Yeah, no, it was more like a still picture of the scenery. And also incorporated some other things. There was some biblical like imagery too. But all of those combined together would be somehow some sort of correspond to the extreme droney, heavy Sludgy, dirty, you
I
know.
loved when you said dirty.
Dirty. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a heavy song, this one.
I think you succeeded in that one. Making it heavy.
In heaviness. And thanks to Yeats for inspiration.
Yeats collected poems.
WB Yeats. It's quite nice, this one. I enjoyed it. I usually have this one if I'm been watching television and there's some parts where, you know, like, I don't know, some break or whatever.
So if you haven't signed up, please do it now. Let's make America proud, May 25th.
I would have it on the side of the sofa and just pick it up and read some. So I feel cleansed from the, you know, from the evil television. It's really uninspiring watching television.
Yes, it is.
You turn into a zombie, but in a bad way. But with this song, you turn into a zombie, and I started reflecting.
So you turned into a zombie in a good way.
Yeah.
Nicely
zombie.
put.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, cool.
Vi er da inne i The Church of ARABROT. Du skal få vise oss litt rundt, du, Kjetil.
Ja, dette her er da Jura misjonshus, som er da der vi bor, langt inn i skogen. Og
Ja, grønn dildomarsj, det liker vi. Hva er det? Ja, det er damer med dildo. Det liker vi, vet du.
Wanting to buy ARABROT records.